Welcome to all. I hope all of you are well and safe. Today I want to discuss about separate the topics for today. Uh, there is a problem in which we have to calculate delays. The reaction is that ethene reacts with oxygen and produce carbon dioxide and H2O. This is the reaction. So we have to calculate delays, the value of delays. And next topics conductor and its classification and electrolysis. These are the topics for today. So the first problem in which we have to calculate delays. Last class we discussed how to calculate delays. So here is another one, which is C2H6 oxygen, CO2 and H2O. So at first we have to balance this reaction if it is in imbalanced state. So we have to balance it first. So here carbon is 2, so 2, hydrogen 6, that is why oxygen will be 4, 3, that means 7. So 7 by 2, so it will be balanced by this way. Now we have to write it in structural formula. Hydrogen 7 by 2, oxygen double bond, 2, structural formula of carbon dioxide 3. Nice. This is the structural formula of the reactants and product. So we know the bond CH bond, the value of CH bond is 414 kilojoule per mole. Carbon bond 344 kilojoule. Oxygen double bond 498. CO double bond 724 kilojoule per mole. And the last one O is 464 kilojoule per mole. This is the bond energy. Now the total required energy to break reactants ion will be here. This reactant is converted to carbon dioxide and H2O. That means all bonds are broken. That is why the total bonds in this compound 1 2 3 4 5 6, that means 6 C bond H and 1 CC bond, 1 CC bond. And for this one 7 by 2 and the value of oxygen. Now 6 multiplied by CH bond 414, CC bond 344, 72, oxygen 498. So here we can get a value which is the total required energy to break reactants. Now total released energy to form product, this is E2. So 2, here 2 bonds, one CO and another CO. That means 2 multiplied by 2 and bond is CO. Again one OH, another OH, so 3 multiplied by 2 bond OH, 4 CO bond 7 to 4 and 6 OH bond 4 6 4. So here we can also the value of E2 which is the total released energy to form products. Now we can easily calculate del H is equal to E1 minus E2. So the value will be the value of del H. I think all of you have understood this. So this is very important. I have discussed all categories of this type of math. So be serious about this type of problem. So and next term conductor. Next term conductor. Conductor. So what is conductor? The substance that conducts electricity is known as conductor. So conductor is divided into two types. One is metallic conductor or electronic conductor. Electronic conductor. Another one is electrolytic conductor or ionic conductor. These are the two categories of conductor. So electronic conductor, the substance that conducts electricity by means of flow of electron. This is metallic conductor or electronic conductor. So we can say that all metals are metallic conductors or electronic conductor, and only one non-metal, that means graphite, is exceptional, which is also an electronic conductor. So next, electrolyte. So what is electrolyte? The substance that conduct electricity in molten or dissolved state but doesn't conduct electricity in solid state is known as electrolyte, and this is electrolytic conductor. So electrolyte are two types: a strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. A strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. So what is a strong electrolyte? The electrolytes, this is two types: a strong electrolytes, a strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. So what is a strong electrolyte? The electrolytes that remain completely ionized in molten or dissolved state is a strong electrolyte. That means this substance, this type of electrolyte remains completely ionized at molten or dissolved state. But weak electrolyte, it doesn't remain completely ionized at molten or dissolved state. It remains partially ionized, so it is weak electrolyte. And this is the elaborative discussion of conductor. So next term, electrolysis. Electrolysis. So we have to know some terms to understand the electrolysis term. Electrolysis. So first, electrode and electrolyte. Already we have known about electrolyte, but what is electrode? The electrolytic cell in which metallic or non-metallic conductor is immersed is known as electrode. That means if this is a container or pot, so this is the electrolyte, this solution is electrolyte, and two metallic or non-metallic conductor is immersed in this electrolyte. So this two metallic or non-metallic conductor is known as electrode. So one is known as anode, another one is cathode. But which one is anode and which one is cathode? So in a electrolytic cell, we have to connect a battery, positive, negative. So the electrode which is connected to the positive port of battery is known as anode. This is anode. And which is connected to the negative port of battery, this is cathode. So electrode are two types. Electrode is two types. One is anode, another one is cathode. And anode is connected to the positive port of battery, and cathode is connected to the negative port of battery. So total this is an electrolytic cell. This is an electrolytic cell. So in an electrolytic cell, there are some parts. One is anode, cathode, battery, and electrolyte. This is the part of electrolytic cell. Now, what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is the process. Electrolysis is the process by which chemical reaction is occurred in electrolytic cell by passing electricity, is known as electrolysis process or electrolysis. So the process by which we can shortly define it: the process by which electrical energy is converted to chemical energy. So electrolytic cell, in electrolytic cell, electric energy is converted to chemical energy. That means chemical reaction is occurred by passing electricity external from external source. This process is electrolysis. I think all of you have understood this. This is very important. This electrolytic cell is very important. Now, electrolysis of molten NaCl. Electrolysis of molten NaCl. So NaCl, molten, that means liquid, Na plus and Cl minus. If we draw a electrochemical cell, this is anode, this is cathode, positive, negative, anode, cathode, and the electrolyte is molten sodium chloride. So molten sodium chloride remains as sodium ion and chloride ion. So sodium ion and chloride ion. So this chloride ion is attracted by this positive anode and oxidation reaction is occurred. So a reaction in anode, chlorine is attached with anode and eliminate one electron and remains chlorine So 2 chlorine gas. So this is oxidation reaction, and this eliminated electron is followed towards the cathode, and whenever this eliminated electron is reached to this cathode, and then sodium ion is attached with this cathode and receive this electron. So reaction in cathode, sodium ion receive the eliminated electron, which is eliminated by chloride ion, receive electron and forms Na, sodium metal. So this is a reduction reaction. So we can say that electrolysis process is a redox process. Electrolysis process is a redox process. So this is very important. Next class I will discuss about electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. I think all of you have understood the topics of today. So be serious about your study and be safe. Thank you very much.